The China Report for Tuesday, June 4, 2013. Fire, locked doors kill 119 at China poultry plant. A swift-moving fire trapped panicked workers inside a poultry slaughterhouse in northeastern China that had only a single open exit, killing at least 119 people in one of the country's worst industrial disasters in years. Survivors described workers, mostly women, struggling through smoke and flames to reach doors that turned out to be locked or blocked. One worker, 39-year-old Go Yan, said the emergency exit at her workstation could not be opened and she was knocked to the ground in the crush of workers searching for a way to escape the fire Monday. "I could only crawl desperately forward," Go was quoted as saying by the official Xinhua news agency. "I worked alongside an old lady and a young girl, but I don't know if they survived or not." The accident highlights the high human costs of China's lax industrial safety standards, which continue to endanger workers despite recent improvements in the country's work safety record. In China it is common for factories to be locked and bathroom breaks banned. This type of company culture leads to problems such as suicide and riots. China gives Costa Rica $900 million credit. China will give Costa Rica a $900 million line of credit to finance the expansion and remodeling of an oil refinery in the Central American country's Caribbean coast, the two countries announced Monday. During an official visit by Chinese President Xi Jinping, the two countries signed 9 cooperation agreements totaling $1.5 billion that will provide resources for improving Costa Rican roads and public transit fleets, purchasing solar panels and the building of a new police school. Jinping arrived Monday from Trinidad and Tobago, where he offered concessionary loans to 9 Caribbean countries totaling about $3 billion. He travels Tuesday to Mexico, where he has said he plans to discuss ways to increase Mexican exports to China. Xi closes his trip with a visit to the United States later this week. Costa Rica is the only Central American country that has diplomatic relations with China, the world's second-largest economy, and has been rewarded with projects and visits by 2 sitting Chinese presidents since it first recognized the Asian giant over Taiwan in 2007. Vietnamese police break up anti-China protest. Police detained about 15 anti-China protesters Sunday during a march in the Vietnamese capital that showed the domestic pressure the government faces when dealing with Beijing's muscular approach to territorial claims in the South China Sea. Scuffles broke out as police hauled ringleaders or especially vocal protesters into buses during the rally, a rare show of dissent in the tightly controlled one-party state. Some members of the ruling Communist Party fear that popular anger over China, its ideological ally and biggest trading partner, could easily bleed into a broader protest movement against its rule. The party already faces growing calls for reform because of economic malaise, corruption and the free spread of information critical toward it over the internet. Sunday's protest was advertised via internet blogs and Facebook pages. It took place in the heart of Hanoi, around Hoan Kiem Lake, a popular Sunday morning spot for locals and foreign tourists to walk and sip coffee in cafes. "Down with the henchmen of China, down with the traitors," one detainee shouted through the window of a government bus taking him away. Authorities warned via loudspeakers that those marching should disperse, but also said the government was determined to defend its sovereignty against China. Anti-China protests are increasing worldwide. And the actions of China regarding trade, territory and theft of intellectual property are causing more complaints. That's the China Report for today. Zaijian.